Horizontal. Oh, thanks for that VHS player.
You
That
like
was
that?
really nice.
You like watching stuff?
We watched Ferngully and it was great.
You're not in the screen though.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
Oh,
look
me?
at the screen.
You want me to lean over here? Problem is you got this thing here and I don't want to knock it over. Hi.
Well, what if we did this?
I just don't want to knock your thing over.
Does that work?
There you go. Uh-oh, you got the volume on up there.
Everybody enjoying that?
Echo,
At least I know we sound good now.
Echo. I got my mic on.
Oh. The one thing I realize is you are definitely not my kind of people.
Me? I got here. I had to drag myself out of bed, but I got here.
I just stayed in bed. I almost didn't get up today.
Yeah, I'm only on day 3 of antibiotics, and I'm still feeling like crud.
Just stayed in bed.
I still have. I had to do a bunch of schoolwork while I was sick, so that didn't help. Bad week. Okay, I'm connected on here.
My hair's all disheveled.
Nobody's here yet, so you're fine. Now's your chance to save yourself. I think I'm good.
See how it shows the stuff backwards?
Yeah.
That's not correct.
Okay, then I don't know what you want me to do.
I don't know, but why is everything backwards?
It'll be okay. Is your hand shaking?
Always shakes.
I'm actually doing okay today.
Hello?
I gotta turn my notifications
Hello?
off. Hello? I got a Life 360, so it tells me anytime anybody goes home.
That's lame.
I know. I'm doing pretty good. I did my nails this week.
So you got the computer there. Any chance you could tell us what these singles were for this? Because I couldn't find them.
Hey,
hello?
Miss Carpenter's here.
Miss Carpenter.
I thought you said there weren't singles.
Why did I say that?
Maybe you said there was no B-sides?
Right.
What did you say? You said something.
I said the B-sides were integrated into the deluxe version of the album, which was the style of the time.
People singles. Let's see. It's telling me the songs. The album also spawned 3 more singles: Automatic, Systematic Habit, Big Bright World, and Control.
You're kidding.
This
Not
album...
Your Kind of People wasn't a video? I was sure that was a video.
I'm looking.
Shows what I know.
Singles from Not Your Kind of People: Blood for Poppies, Battle in Me, Automatic, Systematic Habit, Big Bright World, and Control.
Boy, they like to rip out those singles, don't they? But
5 singles. How are y'all? Doing good over here. How you doing? Miss Carpenter's asking. I feel like crud.
I feel like floating up to the sky.
Oh, dude, after this, I'm having a major nap, and then there's a play I have to read. I signed up for the first discussion facilitation on Monday, so I have to be ready to talk about S.
You do?
I wanted to get it over with fast, so I signed up for the first slot, and everybody thinks I'm brave.
Well, I could talk about this. I listened to this 3 times.
3?
I had never heard this record before.
When it happens, you want to know, I might say something crazy.
You are crazy.
I don't think there was any bad songs on here.
Well, I don't know if I can agree with that. Bad? I don't think there's any trash.
There's nothing I would skip.
Oh, no, there's skipples. Right?
Well, you think that. I think there's nothing you could skip on this album because there's something good in every one of them.
Okay.
You know how you say, oh, it always saves it at the end? There's always something I liked about a song and I wanted to listen to it. And I'll have to point out, Sea-Dog actually has a favorite. So
I can't wait to hear it.
Because she added it to her personal playlist.
Are there any Garbage fans out there? Is anybody excited about Not Your Kind of People?
Every single week, I'm like, okay, I need to go listen to Garbage. And she always gets confused, thinking I'm just talking about Garbage music instead of the band.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate name.
Gotta go listen to some Garbage.
It's not the best name.
It makes me sound very negative when I'm not trying to be.
But I will say, this is the record that after the band broke up, and I want to say...
Miss Carpenter says yes.
2004, 2005. And then this is 12 or 13, somewhere around there. So there was a big hiatus. During this time, Shirley tried to do some acting. she was going to be a Terminator on the Sarah Connor Chronicles season 2.
You told me
However,
that.
it got canceled. She even wrote a song for the show, and it's not bad.
Are we watching a movie tonight? Didn't you say you wanted to watch Section 31?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe we'll talk about
Everybody's
it tomorrow.
shitting all over it.
Yeah, well
Yeah, we could do that tomorrow.
that's a great thing to talk about. Is something everybody's essing all over.
Yeah. Anybody heard of Star Trek?
I heard of that. I don't think our viewers are fans of Star Trek.
You never know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I have an opinion that good stuff is good stuff.
It's just I need now a copy of my favorite movie, which is that one we talked about last week. Was it last week? No, it was the week before.
Shatner?
The Shatner.
You still
one.
haven't found one?
Well, I could get one, but right now I don't really have any money.
Oh,
So, what am I gonna do? I bought this Gatorade, and that's all I can afford right now. It is
why would you buy a Gatorade when I've got Gatorades coming out of my eyes?
because I don't like the full sugar ones.
my ears.
This is a zero sugar,
Mm.
so it actually
Good
tastes
shit.
good. The sugary ones are a bit much. I need my electrolytes.
You hear me snortling?
Do you see how pale I am?
I even blasted my nose today with that machine.
Mm-hmm.
Still not helping.
Dude, I'm super pale. Like, I'm looking at myself on that screen, and I'm like, I don't look good.
Do you believe you're ever not that pale?
Sometimes I at least have color. Like, you know?
You look a lot like Bun Bun.
Did you see her new couch?
No.
I bought her a mini couch off of Vine.
Will it sit on there?
She sits on it.
How do you like that?
She looks awesome while doing it.
I guess they know what they're doing there.
Dude, she's so smart.
Really? Could you do my taxes this year? I'm not looking forward to it.
I finally got I got one of my tax forms, and I think all the other ones are online, so I could actually do that.
That's exciting.
I'm gonna wait a touch, though.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm not going to wait for, and that's discussing not your kind of
Yeah.
people.
Sorry, we were doing a little pre-show chat.
So, studio album,
Mhm.
and I want to say this is
Do you
5?
have a list of the songs, or no? Should I pull one up?
I've got them all written down here.
Okay.
You don't like that when I write it? It's okay.
No, okay.
Automatic, systematic, habit.
This was a single we learned.
I didn't even know that. Do you have a list of the songs there?
Um,
Well, you must have them listed as in, you don't write the song titles when you write your notes?
no. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why would you do it that way?
Because I'm evil like that. I can pull up the playlist right now. Because I was just doing it on
Oh,
here.
you made a playlist?
No, they have one.
Hmm.
And then I have to go to the deluxe
Well, I'll start
version.
talking as you're looking at it. This is the first song on here, and I actually wrote, this is the best kickoff song that we've heard so far. So it took them to the 5th album to get a good kickoff song.
The kickoff song last album wasn't bad for Bleed Like Me.
Yeah, what was it?
I don't know them off the
If
top
you're
of
going
my
to make a
head.
comment.
Me.
Me.
What is it? Bleed Like Me?
Yeah. Bad Boyfriend.
I liked Bad Boyfriend. I know it wasn't. You're right. It's probably not the best, but I did really like Bad Boyfriend.
They seem to have a habit of not the best song kicking off the album.
Yeah, Automatic Systematic Habit is great, and it's a single, so get it? You want to hear my notes?
Go ahead, fire away.
Really weird, but very catchy. The background instruments are great. I don't normally love the filters they put on her voice, but it made this one rock.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did a lot of like robot-y voices on this one. I think that's how you describe it.
Well, I've just got best kickoff so far, but not
That's
my
really good.
favorite.
Aw, no fun.
It's not my favorite on this record.
Dude, I was jamming.
Mhm.
You ever jammed?
I would still listen. I don't think I'd skip it.
I wouldn't skip it. That's great.
But I don't know. They never seem to. I think they wanted this to be their best one. If they made it a single, they must have thought they had something, right?
That's good. It's not listed as the first single on here. What is the first single was Blood for Poppies.
Which at the moment I'm not even recalling what that was.
Automatic Systematic Habit is their third one out of 5. So right in the middle.
That's kind of weird too, right?
Yeah, well,
And how is Not Your Kind of People a single?
it's not, which is I do find that odd.
Very odd.
I think Big Bright World is also a single. Yeah.
Big Bright World, that's the next song.
And that's a
It is a
single.
single.
Yeah.
And this is pure garbage perfection.
Yeah.
A nasty,
this one.
a little bit nasty sounding song, but pop DNA all the way through it.
Her vocals are fire on this. I
Mhm.
love when that chorus hit and she's holding a note. And then I put world because she hits that one a lot.
It's very poppy. But this album also had some very 80s sounding stuff to me,
And that's why it was so good.
to the maybe ripoffs.
The problem is I don't know what it's ripping
Right.
off, so
You
it's
probably don't
perfect.
know. But I can hear some ripoffs in here, or at least homages. Why don't I say homage?
Let's do an homage because they're not ripping anybody off.
But Big Bright World definitely has some soft cell in there.
Whatever that means.
What's a band? Soft cell.
Oh,
Tainted Love.
I know. Tainted Love.
And I also heard some early Depeche Mode in here.
Oh, that's a pretty high compliment.
Well, just you know how they used to, I don't know, maybe you don't know.
I don't think I do.
Samplers were really big in 82 and 83 and they were new. So instead of using drum sounds, they would go outside and record them throwing rocks on stuff and banging stuff.
And that's great.
And then they would take that and
Make that a song.
make it into a drum sound, and then they would use that. There's some of that going on in
It's
here.
pretty fun.
And still, a very good song. Mix those genres. I mean, I hear the drum for Tainted Love in here.
Tainted Love.
Doesn't have that, but it's definitely got that drum kit.
Okay. Maybe they use the same one. Who knows? You don't think occasionally they had the same equipment?
This would be pretty old stuff.
Why not?
I don't know.
Maybe they borrowed it.
So you say the next song, Blood for Poppies, is a single.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I put this as a possible sleeper. But now that I know it's a single, it can't be a sleeper.
Well, I don't know that anybody ever heard these singles unless the most hardcore fans. So I'm going to say any of these could be a sleeper.
You think? Well, you must know I like it by the fact that I marked it as a possible sleeper.
Well, I mean, I couldn't tell you what the singles were. They totally slipped under the radar.
Blood for Poppies was their first single.
So I've got I Like This One. And they've also channeled Laura Branigan.
I don't know who that is. You keep saying
She's a
things I don't
singer.
know. Thank you.
And it's cut right from the song Self Control. Whoa, whoa. You never heard Self Control?
No.
I'm surprised by that.
Well, you raised me. You should know.
I don't know how you not hear that
Uh-oh.
song.
You're going to get us copyright strike.
Not if I play 3 seconds of it.
Okay. He's mad.
Why don't you give us your opinion while I see if I can find this?
She has been going ham with these filters, but I'm not mad. They enhance her voice and match the tone of the song. Love the fast-paced way she sings.
Right. These
Boom.
filters do not,
Obstruct.
yeah, which they usually do, and I'm usually not a fan of. Someone did a good thing.
I
by
think
that.
it enhanced. Okay, self-control. Careful. Ooh, Miss Carpenter likes self-control. Well, then maybe you're going to like Blood for Poppies.
Problem is, I don't know where that noise comes in exactly.
Yeah, she's on a chaise lounge.
I haven't even heard this version. It must be longer for the video. Better cut that out there for a minute.
Yeah.
What are the chances I'm going to guess where that is?
You're not. I don't know what your thought was.
But it's so clear in the song. There's no way. Immediately I went, that's Laura Branigan.
No control. The wall. Something but me.
Look at him driving on plastic.
Yeah. Why are they doing that?
Because it's clearly a set.
Oh.
It's the worst looking city I've seen. I guess they figured your TV was so shitty you'd never notice they were walking on garbage bags.
You don't think that... Come on.
I don't know.
There's no way they didn't know what they were doing.
We
They're
have to
probably
run
trying
that
to
through that TV to
make it
see.
look crazy. Phantom of the Opera.
He's driving away on that garbage bag.
They got big foam dice.
I think it's coming up here pretty quick. I'm a little early. It's coming up. YouTube. Obviously, I'm not stealing the song.
And now you woke up Katie.
Now, the next time you hear Blood for Poppies, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh. Oh.
There,
Get
that was an extended, way too much work for not enough gain.
Okay, great.
Blood for Poppies.
Blood for Poppies.
So the next song is Control. Oh,
Okay.
you said this was a single too, and this was another one I clearly liked.
Control, yep. You want to hear my notes?
Yeah, sure.
It wasn't bad, it just wasn't my style.
Mm-hmm.
When the melody isn't really my thing, there's not a lot, the chorus kind of saves it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Well, I've got Control, and I think it's a good song. And I say, I hear Depeche Mode in here.
You love Depeche Mode, so why
But-
don't you love this?
But from the Songs of Faith and Devotion era, which would have been around 92, 93.
Now they're in 90s territory?
For Depeche Mode. They took Depeche Mode from 83, and now they're taking them from 93.
What if that's what they were trying to do this
Well,
whole
I wonder.
time?
When I hear all these similarities, I wonder. I thought, what an interesting way to write an album. Just go all the best songs you remember, and then channel the vibe.
There you go. I
That's
like
what
that,
I would do.
actually.
So let's get to the title track, Not Your Kind of People.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Very odd song, but I'm not mad. Keyboard chords are making this really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Her voice is very crisp and clear during the chorus. Really good title track.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a really good title track.
Not a single, somehow.
Well, yeah, I don't understand that.
That's pretty wild.
But I clearly like the song because I've written that in here.
It feels
But
like a
The
single.
other thing that makes me like it more is the line, "We're not your kind of people." To
Yeah.
me, that's funny.
That was really good.
So when something is funny, it already gets a leg up with me.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the guys had young daughters at this time. So
Mhm.
obviously they broke up and then they started a family.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the little girls that are on this record.
Oh, okay.
So when you hear the children singing, I don't know, maybe
Mhm.
you didn't notice it because it's folded in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It's their kids.
Aw,
Isn't that nice?
I like that.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're going to listen to one of these
people.
songs on this record, though, this
Should
is
be
the one
that
that,
one.
yeah, just because it's not noisy or anything. and
Really good
it's-
title track. I genuinely thought it was a single. It had a single written all over it. It wasn't a single.
I don't know. I think it could be.
I don't know.
Whatever. What do you know about Felt?
The first weak one that could have used some more cook time. A shame because I see some potential.
Right. And I've got just the song is okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I hear Juliana Hatfield in here.
Just start saying names.
Juliana Hatfield had several records.
Come on.
My Sister. Burner, burner, my sister. Brr.
Who's that chick from Just Shoot Me? The older woman. Nina?
Yeah.
I just started watching a show and she's like one of the main voice actresses on it. I don't know
Oh,
why
cartoon.
I don't know why I was thinking.
That's a
about that.
little G-A.
No, she's great on it.
Oh, really?
She's like a main character.
Okay.
Love it. Sorry, my brain got. I'm kind of a little
Not
scatterbrained.
sure what that has to do with Juliana Hatfield.
Well, that's
but-
what did I just say? I just said I'm a little scatterbrained. I don't know why I was
Mhm.
thinking about it. I couldn't remember that chick's name and it was bugging me.
All right.
Excuse me.
If there's any other names you need to know while we're doing this, let me know. We'll try to
Okay.
figure it out, okay?
All right. I mean, Yeah.
So this seems to be the first one that we're just kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty far in for.
This would be the first one that I might think about skipping, but
Right.
even then.
We'll never know. So can we talk about
What's the next one?
I Hate Love?
You see, this wasn't doing it for me either, especially compared to the other bangers on this album. Love does too much. That's in the fact that she kept saying, love does this, and love is that, and love is.
And it
That's
wasn't
what I was
very, I
coming
don't know,
from.
it wasn't her best vocals, I thought.
Yeah.
I've just got the song is okay, but there is more Depeche Mode in here from Some Great Reward. So anybody who understands what that is, and when you listen, if you bother to, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Why don't you marry Depeche Mode?
I have no control over what they did with this record. It's more than 10 years old now. There's no effect I can have on it. I can only tell you what I hear.
Okay.
So let's jump into Sugar.
Not enough vocals. When that chorus hits, it's amazing, but there's so much space in between.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
So
That was a fun one, though.
my main one is Nice Vibe.
Yeah, it's a good vibe. I like it.
So Sugar has a nice vibe to it. However, and here's your favorite part.
Yep.
I hear more Juliana Hatfield in this one.
Why don't you marry Juliana Hatfield?
And I also said, I think there is a little bit of pixie dust from Lou Reed in this song.
I don't know.
You know Lou Reed, Perfect Day.
I don't know what words
We've
you're
talked about, on
saying.
this channel, we've talked about Lou Reed at least 5 times.
I kind of block it out.
Candy says,
Okay.
I'm gonna hate my party. That's Lou Reed.
Okay.
So, what do you want to talk about? Battle in Me. That's
Okay.
the next song.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
This one rocks so hard. It's very headbanging good. Hits them high notes like a pro. This was Sea Dog's favorite song off the album.
Wow.
This is the one that got put on the personal list.
That's crazy because I've got written here, not for me.
Uh-oh.
And there's a reason why. And would you like to know the reason?
It reminds me of Laura
Exactly.
Branigan.
Why wouldn't I like it then?
I don't know.
Bon Jovi.
Oh, and you don't like Bon Jovi, and
I
I
do
love
not.
Bon Jovi.
And there is Bon Jovi DNA in this song.
Oh, Tom Baker says, well, you are my kind of people.
All right.
Woo! I don't know
high
how long
five
ago.
myself. No, you do it not like that too.
No.
Get yourself right on the bun.
I'm wearing my glasses. My glasses. And I love Bon Jovi. I rock to Shut the Heart and You're to Blame.
Yeah, I don't dig that guy on any level.
Love it.
Well,
Well, that's why it's our favorite, because we both love that song. So I guess that's why.
There you go. Man on a Wire.
Man on a Wire. The guitar riff on this one is really good, but the singing part is not meshing well for me. Could have been better, sadly.
Right. Okay, so I don't like this one either.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
Well, I mean, not for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip this. I'm not going to jump out of the car if the song comes on the radio, but it's not for me. And there's a reason why.
It sounds like Bon Jovi.
Would you want to know who this sounds like?
Who is it?
You probably
You
somebody.
just did this whole album?
What can I tell you? I think they were doing something. I think they were up to shenanigans.
Oh, Fawn's here.
Hi, Fawn.
Fawn's here.
This is in this style of presidents of the United States. And you probably don't know who they are because they were on the scene for about 10 minutes. But they had this song, she's up, she's up, she's up, she's in my head. That is in this song, Man on a Wire. But for anybody out there who even remembers who those guys are, because they were famous for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. What else does it make you think of?
That's it. Presidents of the United States. This is the former music album reworked into the style of Garbage. And by the way, they did a good job.
Yeah, I do like garbagifying it.
So I've got a song here that I think it says Beloved Freak. Does that match with anything you know?
It's Beloved Freak.
So what do you know about it?
She's killing it with these slow songs this album. Her voice is very pretty and the lyrics are nice.
Mm-hmm. So we're pretty
Boom.
close here. I've got here that this is just my kind of song.
I know. That definitely gave me you vibes. 100%.
Great synthesizers in this.
Yep.
They're up front in this song.
Mm-hmm.
And that this one is for me.
There you go.
So everything I would want in a garbage song is in this song.
Yeah, I know you're super into those slower ones.
But I also like Big Bright World.
Yeah. Well, that was a single, so
Well,
whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever.
And then the next one is called Something One.
Let me see what you said. The One.
The One. Yeah,
The One.
That sounds. What did you think of The One?
The chorus on this one is really good, but I wasn't really digging everything else.
Uh-huh. I've got Loud
Yeah.
and Nope.
Then I said, the one for me.
Yeah,
She says that like 50 times.
Right. I think that one was. I don't know.
The one
You know what I mean?
for me.
I think the less said about that, the better.
Okay. You got the next
This
one?
is where we're kind of following into. We're getting close to the B-sides now, and I'm not sure I liked anything else. What Girls Are Made Of.
Yeah. I can hear her singing clearly, which normally doesn't happen. That little guitar riff is nice. Not my fave, but not the worst. I gave it an average.
So I've got Undercooked,
Average?
and I've got Might Be the Worst
I wouldn't say that.
off this record.
No.
Well,
You said nope on one of those.
I did.
That usually means that's the worst.
I just like that's not for me. But when I
Yeah.
say this might be the worst, that means it might be the worst.
Man.
That means I didn't respond to this one at all.
Fawn says you guys switch sides? Are we inverted?
Yeah, there's something wrong going on with the camera that
I don't
nobody
know.
understands. Do I usually go like this or something?
Maybe?
Is the butt not over on that side usually? I don't know.
I don't
But if you
know
look
either.
at the posters up behind us are backwards.
Yeah, and normally what happens is we do something backwards over here and it shows up normally up there, but it wasn't doing that.
Backwards there too. We're not 100% sure why we're seeing in the reverse angle, but I assure you, and you can tell by the height of these chairs, she's in the giant theater chair, and I'm in the
Inky dinky.
old man chair.
Yeah.
And I didn't even turn on the laser.
Fawn says you guys switch sides. Oh yeah, Fawn says we're on opposite sides. Well, we're in the same spots as always. We just don't know what's going on with the camera.
Right, it's a bummer, and we tried to fix that before we started, but
Yeah.
didn't get fixed
We'll figure it out next
because
time.
I don't understand what the problem is.
Maybe you should try a flip around next time.
Why don't you just flip it right now? That thing rotates.
Yeah, but then it's going to be upside down on the stuff.
Is it working?
Orientation is locked. Rotate device back.
Ah.
You have to do it before it starts.
Oh, that's perfect.
I love it.
Now, if you didn't hate what you were seeing before, you're really going to hate it now.
This is why I don't want to be in charge of it.
Yep.
You do it.
You don't got it. Whatever it is, you don't got it.
I told you I don't want to do it.
Woof.
I told you.
Woof. 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 Woof.
You look crazy.
Thank you, Three's Company.
You look crazy with your hair right now.
Thank you. Okay. Where were we? Bright Tonight. What do you think of that?
The slower song is not as good as the other one, even though it has some nice moments sprinkled throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be in a specific mood.
So I've got this in the I like this a little,
Mm-hmm.
but disjointed. That's what I have.
Yeah.
And another way of saying that is undercooked, which means it needed
Basically.
a little more time. I think as they were getting to these B-sides, usually
Kinda
B-sides
lost
are
steam.
usually the B-sides are their least favorite of the session. So
Mhm.
this is quite true this time, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because the effort doesn't seem to be there. They probably ran out of gas as they were doing this record,
Mm-hmm.
would be my guess.
Well, that's
but,
what I just said 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I think that's what they do.
Ow.
Plus, when you've been doing something like this for a while, you start to enjoy it less and less, unless there's
Yeah.
some kind of spark. So we'll see
We're
when we
waiting
go
for
to the
another
next
spark.
couple of albums
Yeah.
what happens. And the last song is called Show Me. Tell me, what did you think of Show
There's
Me?
only one note I put on this one.
Mhm.
And it's show me.
Okay.
That just means they said it too much.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice that.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to be mean about it.
What does that mean? I'm laughing.
I was just giggling. 'Cause that's
Why
the only
can't I
note
giggle
put on
too?
it.
You never let me giggle.
She said that way too much, and I didn't love it. Usually, if I don't put a lot of notes on something, I don't love it.
I also put one word.
What did you put?
Snore.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So I didn't love it either.
I wasn't a big fan.
So, should you love this record? There are about 5 or 6 songs that are excellent on this record, and they seem to be all in a row.
I put.
Well, you like the
I
Bon Jovi one. You'd put more than 6 on here that are good?
I would skip only maybe 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. And I'd probably be in the 3 or 4 kegger. I'd probably just not listen to the deluxe version. That minimizes my skipping. That's maybe what I would do.
Just the regular S.
Not your kind of people.
Are you ready to make a list about it?
That's a very infectious song, by the way.
Yeah,
that is Big Bright World.
I like that one.
All right, so tell me your best off of here.
So I'll pick a single. Let's see. Well, I mean, I put this one as my sleeper. Blood for Poppies. So I'll say Blood for Poppies is my favorite on this.
It sounds like we got a new Laura Branigan fan in the making.
I like Blood for Poppies.
What does that mean, by the way?
Blood for Poppies?
Yeah.
Poppies are flowers.
And what do you need? What does that mean, blood for poppies?
Maybe you bleed on them or something.
Well, did the lyrics match it? I'm trying to remember what they were.
Oh, I can never remember the lyrics. Unless I've listened to it like 50 times, the lyrics don't usually penetrate.
Well, I'd love to know anyway.
Yeah. What is your favorite?
What? I've got several here that have stars next to them, but it has to be Big Bright World.
Yeah, and that's a single, so.
I believe this is this may not be my favorite song on the record, but it is the powerhouse of the record.
Pretty good.
This should have been the opener and should have been the single.
No,
and there should
Automatic
be a video,
Systematic Habit's great.
And I would get the garbage Big Bright World motor oil, keychain, poster.
So you're #1 fan of that.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
You hear it, you instantly like it.
Yeah.
I remember when I was rolling it around, I instantly listened to this one twice in a row.
Well, there you go.
When I got there, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, this is something really good's happening here.
I need to add some of these songs to my playlist so I can rock out, you know?
I got contacted by that vinyl woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to this record as I had to drive over there because she's about a half hour away. And so that's an hour round trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I was listening to this on the way. But she called me and said, hey, I unearthed a couple of records that you might enjoy. So she didn't even post them. She just gave me a direct line. This is when I tell you, when you're talking to people, try to make a connection.
Yeah.
And then something beautiful happens.
What happened?
You put in that extra effort to get to know them a little bit and be polite and whatever. And then you get a call back when they've unearthed some treasures and you get first dibs on them.
What are the treasures?
You're not going to believe it.
Cyndi Lauper?
No, that'd have been nice.
Oh, I
didn't see that one.
I want a Cyndi Lauper.
Berlin, a record that I never owned.
Okay.
It was the Top Gun one where they had Take My Breath Away. And there was some other. I knew some of the songs, but I'd never listened to the whole record.
Okay.
That was exciting because it's in great shape. But that's not really what scored the points. When I tell you the second record that I got off of her, you will pass out. You will start slapping yourself with what's left of that Gatorade bottle.
I'm ready.
And the record's not even for me. It's for my roommate. So what do you think? It scored a home run.
In the Heights?
No.
That's the only thing I can think of where she would lose her.
Really?
S4.
Well, there's one that's even more popular for her.
I know.
Did you ever hear of a film called Xanadu?
Oh.
Have you ever heard of the original motion picture soundtrack for Xanadu?
That's me hitting myself with the rest of my Gatorade bottle.
In good condition? Now ask me how much I paid for it.
Yeah, she'd lose her ass for that. $10.
$7.50. Boom.
Xanadu. I bet you were a hero.
Yeah, that played a couple of times during the week. I jumped out the window.
Yeah, well, that was your choice.
Nah, I gotta look out for everybody.
Yeah.
So that's all we have to say about Not Your Kind of People. This is a worthy record.
It's Very
Especially if
good.
you like streaming or something, then it really is no excuse not to listen to it.
It's really good.
Hmm.
I love it.
That's all I have to say. I
I
want
think
to say
like
thank you, Shirley,
you
for.
have not finished your list.
I haven't.
No.
I'm leaving. I
Yeah,
gotta
I don't know
go.
why. You only said your favorite so
Well,
far.
that's what else matters. You want to dwell in
Sleeper
negativity?
and least
All right,
favorite.
go ahead. Give me your least favorite.
My least favorite?
Hmm.
Show me.
What girls are made of.
I'm content with that.
I wrote here might be the worst, and guess what? Turned out it was.
Tom Baker says I hated Xanadu, but I liked Olivia's Physical. It's a funny song.
You mean Magic?
Is it?
Physical's not in Xanadu.
Oh, what is that? I
Have
like
to believe we are magic.
I like Olivia's Physical. It's a funny song.
Physical is her song. Let's get physical.
Go physical.
It's not on that record.
I do know that one.
Hmm. That was her sort of super. That's Let's Get Physical catapulted her into
Yeah.
the upper echelon.
What's that one Simpsons bit where they were showing the halftime shows and there was like Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man?
It was like Up with People, I think it was.
Was it? There was some song that was playing. That might be
Dancing, dancing. Doop dap doop.
I don't know. That made me think of that. I'm not sure why.
I have no idea. I don't know how they're connected. So if you can,
Miss Carpenter loves Xanadu.
Yeah, see.
There you go.
Unless the ELO wrote half of that record, so
that's why she loves it so much.
Probably.
She loves the ELO.
There's a lot of good songs on there, but then she likes a lot of the ones on the front side too. So
yeah, so I mean,
I was under the impression ELO did the whole record.
Oh,
So
there you go.
Shows what I know. My Xanadu street cred.
Mm-hmm. So we did our least favorites. Now, what's your sleeper?
I do have a sleeper, but do
I
you
do
have
too.
one?
Yeah. Battle in Me.
Here's that.
Shot through the heart.
Oh, the Bon Jovi.
And you're to blame. You give love bad name.
I should have put that on there. Well, my sleeper is going to be, and don't miss, We're Not Your Kind of People.
Yeah.
That
is a really, you know what?
That is a too good a song to overlook.
I'm glad you said it because it needed to be on my list somewhere.
Yeah, it needs respect.
Well, there's our list, and you were heading out the door, but now you actually have a finished list.
What does that say? I can't read that. It's so small.
Fawn loves the song Physical, too. Tom Baker says, well, not so much the song, but the movie's a mess. Miss Carpenter says, true, Xanadu introduced me to ELO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know ELO did those songs, so.
Right.
How do you like them?
Well, I think Strange Magic is from Xanadu. Strange magic. Brum, 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 brum.
Magic.
Strange
You know,
magic.
I do believe it's not so. That's the only other magic song I can think of.
Yeah, what is that?
Isn't that ELO?
Is it? I don't know. I'm not the biggest ELO historian.
No, that's a song you used to say. Ooh, it's magic. You know.
Oh, I know that. No, that's not ELO.
I know. Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's the only other magic song I knew.
What about magic from Xanadu?
Do it for me.
I have to believe we are magic.
I do know that song.
Don't let the anger you can rise so far.
There's something in my brain because you go, ooh.
Because it's got that great chord change. Awesome. So that's all I have to say. What does that say?
Olivia had a great voice.
She does? Oh, yeah, right. I guess we have to speak in past tense. But she did, and she had a nice little run there between Xanadu and I want to say 85? She did another, of course she's in Grease.
Yeah.
And while
she's great.
Grease bounces right off of me.
I love Grease.
She did another follow-up film with John Travolta called Two of a Kind. And she does a song in that movie soundtrack called Twist of Fate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty good because it's so 80s.
I do like a good 80s. Do you want to tell people about what you're going to get to go see here pretty soon?
What am I going to get to go see?
You're going to get to watch Ghostbusters with an orchestra accompaniment.
Yes, that's right.
That is pretty exciting.
I should read what it's in my phone.
What are you
Do
looking
you have
for?
that announcement you sent me? Because
Yeah.
they really do butter you up. But I will tell you, it's not for everybody because the amount of money that they want, they open up your veins and drink.
Well, because the only thing that was left was almost front row seats. So
Oh,
we're in the second.
they're assigned seats?
Yeah. You,
Oh, I
it's
don't
at
like
Reynolds
that.
Performance Hall.
Tell me it's on the aisle.
I don't know. I
Hmm.
just know it was the second row. So you're gonna
So
have.
what exactly is going to happen? Is there going to be a screen?
So they said there's gonna be a huge screen and the movie's gonna be playing, and then on the side there's an orchestra who's gonna be doing the music.
Oh,
Did you
so
not
front
know?
row is like one of the worst ways to watch a movie.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Um,
when you go to a movie theater, where do you sit?
it's all that was left, brother.
Do you go up front and hang out by the exit sign?
Well, why do you think those were the only spots
I
left?
guess that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do?
But we're gonna be like this.
Watch the full-length original 1984 motion picture Ghostbusters on a larger-than-life screen at the Conway Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Israel Getzoff. Performs the
What
Grammy-nominated.
did you say?
I know. Performs the Grammy-nominated musical score composed by Elmer Bernstein live on stage.
Hey, look at that. They're renting a firehouse.
The event will also include members of the Central Arkansas Ghostbusters group. Members will be in costume and available for photo opportunities in the Reynolds lobby before the show.
Now, do you remember that we met those guys?
Yeah, they were at Comic-Con?
Right. And they
Yeah.
were mad that nobody would go and talk to them because everybody was waiting in line for William Shatner.
Yeah.
They were pretty salty. They're a salty bunch.
Well, when you got William Shatner there.
Well, if anybody wants to join us for, I don't know what. I don't know if is the symphony gonna, is there an orchestra pit at that theater?
I think there is. We're going to Reynolds.
So I'll be able to
It's
see
pretty
what
big.
gum they're chewing.
Hopefully.
I'll go like this as I'm watching the movie, and then I'll look down to see. Oh,
It's not going to
I
be.
didn't even know they sold juicy fruit still.
I know you didn't. I know you don't like the first rows, and I felt bad because it was already an expensive ticket, and then I know it's in a spot that you're not a fan of.
Well,
But
it just
I still wanted to go.
you know what I mean?
I still wanted to go.
Yeah.
My ticket was only $10 because I'm a student.
Listen, for $10, I would want to go too.
But can you believe that?
I love it.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So what happened? You found out about it too late, or?
They sent me that email, and then I went like the next day.
Oh yeah, rookie mistake.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to go camp out at the orchestra.
Well, because apparently this had been a thing for a while, but I didn't know about it. I only know when they send me emails about stuff.
Right.
That's how I usually get stuff. That's how we got those free Ghostbusters tickets, Afterlife.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Well, I'll do. I am going to rent a tuxedo
Okay.
and go into a pawn shop and find the cheapest looking violin I can find.
Mm-hmm. And you're
And then I'm
gonna
gonna
join.
pretend I'm in the orchestra and come in the back.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. Oh, and Tom Baker says have another stream about TV or movies. We are planning
That will
on
be
doing
tomorrow
it
at 1 p.m. CST. And what is it going to be? We're not going to tell you.
I think we already
However,
said so earlier.
We didn't say what it was.
Oh, okay.
We just told the genre.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know the genre? You're going to have to watch this stream from the beginning.
Again and again and again.
And the secret message that's embedded somewhere else in the video.
Mm-hmm.
So get to watching.
But I am genuinely really excited for that. The
Watch
Ghostbusters
me.
thing.
Watch me.
Adriana, what was the very first record you bought?
I can tell you the very first
What's
proper
the first record
I
you
bought.
bought?
Was
I know
that Duran Duran.
he's
that
asking.
thing over there.
He's asking Miss Carpenter, but you can answer too. I guess.
I always answer.
Okay.
I have an answer for everything. So anyway, I'll sneak in through the artist entrance,
Mm-hmm.
pretending I'm one of the orchestra.
Okay.
As I pass by an area that I see a security guard, I will choke him out and change into a security guard outfit, and then I will go in the back and pretending I'm watching and make sure people behave.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm mostly going to be watching the movie.
Okay. That's good.
And if I see anybody there who has popcorn, I'm going to take it and say, this is a security inspection,
Mm-hmm.
and then start eating their popcorn.
Make sure there's not poison in it or anything.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of rats back there where the popcorn was. I'm going to need to check this out.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's going to be pretty exciting. The moment I saw it, I'm like, I'm there. 100%.
If they discover that what I've done, let's say I don't choke the guy outright and he wakes up before the end of the movie,
Yeah.
I will quickly run over and choke out one of the Ghostbuster people and put on their uniform.
And then you're
then
one
hop
of the
in that
Ghostbusters.
ambulance and drive away.
Okay.
That's the siren on the Ghostbuster
Is
car.
it? Isn't it coming up here pretty soon too?
Saturday?
Is it this Saturday?
Yeah. What time is it? Did it say what time the show is? Are we even gonna have a show next week?
I didn't think about that at all. I just got excited. 7 p.m.
Oh, I'll be asleep.
Saturday, February 8th. Yep. 7 p.m. Well, that's going to be really fun.
Well, so I guess you're gonna have to do the show from remote, huh?
I'm going to have to.
Or maybe I'll show up to the Bun Cave.
You can show up to the Bun Cave. You're going to have to see the bun.
Mm.
Your favorite.
Thank you, everyone who tuned in.
Miss Carpenter says her first record was Tom Cassidy.
You mean Sean?
Or no,
Cassidy?
Sean Cassidy.
Yeah.
And then she said Tom. I thought she was correcting herself. She was talking to Tom Baker.
To do run, 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 to do run, run.
What was my first record?
Yeah, she caught my eye. Yeah. I'm
My
doing
first
do
record,
run, run.
My first record was Beach Bunny, Prom Queen.
Oh, bitches.
Because it was on sale at Walmart for super cheap.
Are there any bunny biters out there?
No, that's a lie. That was my second record. My first one was ABBA.
Really?
We got it at an estate sale.
Oh, yeah?
What was it? It's the one where they're in the helicopter.
I don't know, ABBA.
Voyage?
Maybe. Got me.
Might be Voyage. No, isn't that the new one? Now, give me a second. Now I need to know.
Got me, bro.
Sorry.
I'm not, you're into a lot of stuff I don't understand.
You don't know ABBA? Come on.
I know who they are.
No, Voyage is that new one. What am I thinking of?
You think-
Arrival.
Ooh.
I have ABBA Arrival.
Did you pay an obscene amount of money for that? I remember they were kind of being jerky in that estate sale.
I think I paid like $5.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, because it was kind of beat up too, but it works.
I like to pay $1.
What am I gonna do? That was my first one. The reason that was my first one was because I didn't even have the record player yet. I just bought the record to put on my wall, and then I got the record player, and I could actually listen to it.
That's nice.
Pretty fancy.
Yeah, what I did is I took the records out of those and
Mhm.
put them over there so I can listen to them, but still they're there.
That's what I did with my
Except for that picture disc is going to stay right where it is.
That's what I did with my NSP record. It's up on my wall because it's signed, and then I have the record.
Who's
in a
the main guy
different
in NSP?
spot.
Danny.
Danny.
I want Danny.
Denny. First Duran CD was Liberty, Tom Baker says.
Right, I remember that
Yeah.
because I really wanted to hear
Liberty?
how did you start at Liberty?
Yeah.
And the answer was he was a young man.
Yeah. All right, are you ready to say goodbye? I'm sorry.
Yes.
We got a little distracted.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you. We'll probably be back tomorrow at 1
Tomorrow.
p.m. CST to do a movie review. And we're probably the
Mhm.
last people to do it on Earth.
But that's okay.
But even though everyone is...
Ow! Sorry, my ankle just cracked. You didn't hear that?
I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe you kicked the TV.
That was my ankle.
I don't know what I was going to say. I got totally sidelined with the leg thing. What was I going to say?
Oh.
I said, even though everyone is shitting on the movie we are going to discuss tomorrow, should we just tell them so they can go watch it tonight?
Maybe we'll like
Although,
it.
how many people have
I.
the service to see it? I'm
Where
going to
is
keep my
it?
mouth shut. It's going to be a surprise.
Okay.
And anyway, everybody's shitting on the movie, so I need to see it to believe it. And I will give you an honest answer if I like it. Because this genre, I like almost everything. Even at its worst, I can find something that's good. By the way, before I go, I know I'm going to go. I am leaving, because this guy's got to go take a nap. I understand that. But I have to make one more comment. And as I was saying that, I've already forgotten what I was going to say. So this is it.
Okay.
We'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully, to discuss... Oh, I know what I was going to say. There's a new movie out. I guess it's a horror movie called The Companion.
Never
Have
heard
you
of
heard
it.
anything about it?
No.
I think I might go to a movie theater to see that.
Really?
Yes. It's the same people who did Barbarian. Do you remember Barbarian?
I do remember Barbarian. That was good.
Right. And people are saying this is excellent.
Let's go to the movies.
Yes.
Stop complaining. Let's go.
Plus, any movie that's called The Companion, I will go see. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Companion.
Companion. Do you want to go tonight?
Companion, the
You wanna go-
man cannot live alone.
You want to go tonight?
Companion. No, I can't even. I don't understand how I'm awake right now. I have having chills today and fever fits. And
Don't get me sick. I have to go
you're
to
the
school.
sick one.
I have an ear infection. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
contagious.
that's worse.
Not contagious.
Plus, you got all that bun all over you.
She's fine.
If you say so. I don't trust anybody who's eating carrots all day.
She don't eat carrots. Actually, it's really bad for bunnies to eat too many carrots.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of their eyesight?
How do you like the media lied to us?
Well, Bugs Bunny lied. I wouldn't say the media did.
Well, Bugs Bunny is in the media.
That's debatable.
Okay. Well, a cartoon is. You know what? Goodbye.
I could go on like this all day.
I know. I can't get the button.
Ba, 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 ba,
There
ba,
it goes.
ba.